The brand new set of Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions just released today, and people are fighting for it. Like, I'm not kidding. There are punches being thrown, people scooping all of them up at once and ripping them out of other people's hands. And so today, we're gonna be going out to see if I can find some of those packs. And of course, we're also gonna be looking for Funko Pops while we're there too. I just think it's gonna be a lot of fun because you never know, there could be some out there. Oh, and also over at GameStop, I did pre-order an Elite Trainer box, so we at least have that for sure, and if I find anything else, it's a nice bonus.
All right, everybody, so we've made it into GameStop, and as soon as we came in, I noticed they had a small section of Funko Pops at the front, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I need anything, but then up at the top, they do have that, what's the set? I almost said Stellar Crown. Prismatic Evolutions sign, and if you guys know, I pre-ordered an ETB, so we'll be talking about those later. But anyways, getting back to the Pops, I am pretty excited about this because they have some new ones that I see right away. I hope you guys have all watched Agatha, at this point anyways, but I noticed they had the new one here, and on the back of the box, it's actually got some spoilers here that were kind of floating around for a little while, but I guess they're official now because the episodes are out. But yeah, still kind of crazy to see this one. The original Planet of the Apes set, which is pretty cool. I also see some new Agretsuko ones, and I think besides that, for back here at least, that seems to be about everything. Even though the section is so large, I guess we're just here all the time. And now they do have one more section that I can't show you. It's behind the counter, but there is a few things that I definitely want to pick up, and I'll show you once we get out of here. But yeah, it was a comic book cover, and maybe I'll pick up something else, but for right now, there's definitely a few things I'm gonna grab, and I gotta get those Pokemon cards. Okay, we're out of GameStop, everybody, and now I've come over to Canada Computers, where I want to see if there's anything new, because they usually have a pretty good section of figures, and it seems like since the last time I was here, I'm kind of looking around a bit, they've expanded. There's another section at the end, and then their entire row of figures is always really huge. And now at the moment, I don't know if there's anything that I'm going to be picking up, but I do like the new Chainsaw Man ones. They've got, what do we have over? Demon Slayer, as well as some of the kind of like classic, but new, like regular Marvel characters. So I see like Iron Man down here. Actually, I'll show you that one. It is pretty cool. I think we've seen it before, but I always like seeing this set. Oh, and then everybody, down at the end, they also have the Pokemon section, where it's a pretty good amount of figures, and actually, the probably largest section of Pokemons I've seen in a while. They've got like Mimikyu, Teddiursa, Eevee, Snubbull, and I think my favorite, oh yeah, I always have been a big fan of Blaziken, but yeah, it's a cool one to see. I like them a lot. And then everybody, just off to the side, they have a little section of Pops, but I don't need anything from there. It seems to be the same as last time I was here. All right, everybody, now we are in the parking lot of Toys R Us, but before we go in, I want to let you know that I went over to Winners, and while I was in there, they had not so great of a section, but I figured I might as well show you because they did have a couple Pops. And now I know that this Funko Pop section isn't going to be amazing. We'll still check it out to see what they have, but the main reason we're here is for Pokemon cards, but I'm also looking for that Leonardo da Vinci Lego set that just released, so fingers crossed we can find something good. Okay, the first spot that we came over to is the Lego, because it is right here at the front, and I did a little bit of digging. I'm not seeing it, even though they do have some really cool sets, like the Pharrell Williams one, Jaws. Yeah, I was gonna say Knuckles, but Knuckles is okay. You know what I do like, though, is they have Bumblebee as well as that Super Mario Piranha Plant. Those two are really great. And so I guess it was worth a shot. Maybe it's in another section because they have a lot of Lego, but I doubt it. This seems to be the area. Alrighty, well actually everybody, before we get to the Funko Pops, because I'm just about there, I think I am gonna be getting a Lego set today. They have this one here, and I really do love the fossil ones because the fossil Funko Pops just came out a little while ago. So I think I'm gonna be going for the Triceratops skull. It's pretty cool. But now everybody, let's take a look at the Pops, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not picking anything up. It seems like they've just been slowly making them cheaper and cheaper until they get rid of them, because I think Toys R Us is kind of getting rid of the section, but you know what? It's always worth a check because you never know.
Alrighty, everybody, we are back, and I got a pretty good amount of stuff, but let's not spoil it yet. Let's just get into it, I guess, starting with what's on top. So as you know, I did end up getting some Lego while I was over at Toys R Us, and because I bought enough of it, I was able to get this for free, the Year of the Snake little mini set. I don't know if I'm going to build this one right now, but I do think it's still a pretty funny one. I kind of like the way the box looks, and I know that I have the Year of the Dragon one as well, so I think it'd be fun to have both of them sealed, and maybe I'll build them all eventually, but for now, I'm keeping them like this. Then, the next thing that I got was this Funko Pop here, and I want to show you the back first. If you know the figure, you probably know where I'm going with this, but when I was over at GameStop, they had a few characters behind the counter, and I showed you that, but at the bottom there, that's the Elastigirl I'm about to show you. When I had asked the guy at the cash if I could grab one of the ones that they had behind the counter, which was the Iron Spider I'll show you in a second, he was like, oh, also, are you a fan of The Incredibles? And I was like, yeah, and I saw them up there, but I already had both of the regular regular ones, and he's like, well, do you have the chase? And so, boom, I was able to get the black and white Elastigirl. Pretty cool if you ask me, and I also love that they've recently done this black and white sticker. I know they've done it for the Turtles, as well as Nosferatu, so there's not many of them out there. It's a pretty unique one. And so now all I need is the chase version of the Mr. Incredible. You can see him down there. It's just another black and white version, but I'm gonna need to have that one too, now that I've got this. Alrighty, now let's take a look at that Iron Spider, and this one here was $36.99, and I didn't know they were gonna have this, and I believe it's normally a Target exclusive. This seems like something they would get. The only reason I say it's normally a Target one is because here in Canada, GameStop just kind of gets like all of the weird random exclusives that we don't have a store for, so that's why it says special edition here instead of whatever the store would normally be. And something else that I really do love about these comic book covers is that the way they're able to make them floating. Actually, you know what, let me take it out of here so I can show you a bit better without there being a bit of cardboard. Here we go, let me show you. Yeah, that is sick. It's a little too bad that they had to have like that bit of black going across the bottom, but it still is amazing. I wish they could have just made it like floating on the back though. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Also, just noticing now, this figure doesn't bobble. Pretty sick, and I'm trying to think if any of the other ones bobble. You know what, now that I'm looking, maybe they don't. Like maybe they're not considered like an action figure when they're inside of here, because I talk about this so often. But if you don't know, Hasbro actually has the license to all non-bobble Star Wars and Marvel characters. That's how they're able to make their Black Series figures, as well as the Marvel Select ones. I believe that's what they're called, or maybe Marvel Legends? I forget. Either way, the action figures that they make, so Funko has to make them a bobblehead to be like slightly different. Now everybody, here is the Prismatic Evolutions that we were talking about at the beginning. Kind of the whole reason that I went out to look for stuff today. And yeah, this was pretty exciting. I'm glad I got one. And now I did open this one up because my friend Nate and I, we both went together. He was looking for some stuff and I was able to grab this. And I want to show you what I pulled because we couldn't wait till I got home to get it. And so I guess I could show you the promo card first, which is a really nice Eevee art. I'm a big fan of this one here. Like, yeah, take a look at that. I mean, come on. It's just too cute. I'm a big fan. Then, everybody, I ended up pulling a few interesting cards from my packs. And I want to show you those because I did open them up already. And this is the big one. I'll show you in a second. And now I understand that a lot of these prices are probably inflated because, you know, they did just come out literally today, the day that I'm filming this. So I'm not going to tell you about prices, but I'm sure you can look them up and kind of find out what they're going for a little bit. I believe this one here is Noibat, or it's Noivern. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, Noivern EX, I was able to get that one. I got, let me look through here, Larvitar. I think I did end up getting one Pokeball, but Nate took it because he needed the card for like one of his decks. I don't actually play too much. I more so just like collect the cool ones I enjoy. But anyways, the reason that I'm saving this other one is because it is probably the craziest card I'm gonna pull in a while. Yeah, this thing is amazing. I want to show you this. I think I got it out of like the second or third pack that I opened. Look at this thing here. You guys ready? It is the Terapagos EX alternate art or special illustration rare. I forget what they're called. Anyways, though, it is just such an amazing one that I got, and I love the rainbow border. It just makes the card, I don't know, there's just something so crazy about when it's just so cool to look at. There's just something so crazy about the rainbow border. That's what I was trying to say, and either way, I am glad that I was able to get this, and like I said, I don't know what it goes for right now. It's probably a little bit inflated because the cards did just release, but still, so cool to have it. And don't worry, everybody, I will sleeve it up. I've been keeping it inside of the pack for now because I figured that's how it came from Pokemon. It'll probably be fine for a bit in here. Also, I was able to get something else Pokemon related today. It was this here, the poster collection, which is again another Prismatic Evolutions thing that just released today, and it's got another 3 packs inside as well as some promo cards and of course the poster. To be honest with you, I didn't really care about the poster too much. It is cool, it shows all of the cards from the set, but I don't need that. You know what I mean? I was really just doing it for the packs. But before that though, really quickly, I'm going to show you the Lego set that I got. And this one here is only 468 pieces, so nothing too crazy. I believe it was like $60, maybe, something like that. And I cannot wait to build this thing. And now that I've got it, I think it'd be so cool if someone was able to like continue the skeleton and do the entire body. I feel like that would make a really great YouTube video. So if anybody out there wants to do that, just give me a shout out and I'll be good. Take it. Hey, it's all yours. And yeah, this thing is just so cool. And I love like the backside as well, where it shows it like they just took it out of the dirt. It's a lot of fun. And anyways, now let's get into this and find out if we pull any other crazy cards. Oh, and you know what? Since we're talking about Pokemon, I guess we might as well talk about that new set coming out where there's 3 more coming. It is it Fuecoco, Gengar, and oh, I'm trying to think of the third one. Either way, though, those ones are coming soon, and I was kind of expecting to see them today because some people have been getting them, but I'm guessing here in Canada we'll probably get them maybe sometime this week coming up. Let's see how we do here. And oh, I love it. It's got all 3 of the arts. I don't know if there's another one. Oh, but you know what? There isn't a regular Eevee, so maybe there's 4 different arts? Okay, let's find out how I did. And I mean, honestly, if I get one good card, I'd be happy with it. It'd also be cool to see if I get any Pokeball ones so I can show you guys what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I know this isn't too crazy, but people have really been going for the Umbreons. Look at this, the Umbreon EX. I feel like out of all of the EXs, this would probably be the most expensive, but then again, I haven't checked. And also, if you're wondering what I'm talking about with the Pokeballs here, it's on like the 2 cards right before where the rare one would be. On the bottom, it actually has like a little like, I don't know, holographic Pokeball, and there's a chance to also get a Master Ball version too, and it looks like I didn't get one on these. But still, pretty crazy, and I'm wondering if there's anything else cool in the rest of them. Black Belt, I know people really like, but yeah, that seems to be about it. Also, Regigigas too. If you play, you probably know what I'm talking about with that one. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I know that some people have been wanting that one. And anyways, now let's get into pack number 2, because so far we've done pretty good with the Umbreon. Okay, here we go. Let's find out. Ooh, honestly, with that, I'd be pretty happy, but like one more hit would be nice. And let's see here. Okay, nothing crazy. I got the holographic Flareon, but I believe I also got one of these inside of my Elite Trainer box, so not really a huge deal. And then for the 2 holographics, I got these, no Pokeballs. And now, everybody, it is time to get into this one here with the Umbreon on the front. So maybe, you never know, there could be something cool inside, but either way, that Umbreon is still really neat. The EX by itself, I like it a lot. And like I was talking about earlier, I'm a big fan of the rainbow ones. I think it's cool to just have another one in general. Okay, let's see here, though. We got nothing crazy on this one. I mean, another holographic evolution, which is cool. It was Sylveon. And then for the other 2, we got Hawlucha as well as Houndoom. I think it is. There we go. So anyways, some pretty cool stuff. Just nothing crazy besides the one. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That was my Prismatic Evolutions hunt, as well as a bunch of Funko Pops and some other stuff with Lego. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, because it really does help out the channel. Like, if you want to see more things than just Funko Pops where I look around for whatever else I'm interested in, I can totally do that more often. But anyways, though, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.